Crispin Guest sneezed again and wiped his reddened nose on the greyed scrap of cloth he kept tucked in his belt. As he trudged over the mist-slickened lane, his tired eyes rose to a bright full moon riding on a froth of night clouds. The light's reflection shimmered off the black Thames as it churned past the piers of London Bridge. A few windows of shops and houses lining the bridge's span still glowed from candle flames, but most were dark. It was late. Sensible citizens were already abed. Crispin shivered. Pity he was no longer one of the sensible citizens. He gripped his cloak tighter. Illness was miserable in any season, but this October night seemed particularly icy. He did not recall Octobers being as cold as this, but perhaps the winds were changing. Summers were colder, winters longer. First it was plague, and now this? Why was God so angry? Was not his anointed on the throne of England? He coughed, trying to quiet it with his palm. Crispin thought about the throne, about King Richard. Times had changed since the boy came to the throne, and Crispin was cast from court. The king was nearing his majority. Soon he would be 21, and his handlers would have to step aside. Crispin's boots slipped on the slimy paving. He swore and righted himself. Yes, Richard might still be a young man, but Crispin was nearing 32, and sometimes he felt far older. He'd just finished a particularly rough job with a difficult client. It had been quite a puzzle finding that stolen necklace. Were all families so greedy and calculating, forging lies and deceptions behind masks of fawning compliments and false loyalties? He was glad to be orphaned then, if that was what it meant to belong to a dynasty, even if it was a dynasty of wealthy grocers. A half-smile formed on his chapped lips. It had been a good puzzle, though, and well-deserved coins clanked in the money-pouch at his side. If he could avoid the watch, he could get home with a decent purse for a change. He hoped Jack had something warm on the fire, though he felt almost too weary to eat. Perhaps some warmed wine. That would fill the cold hollow in him.